Welcome to the Making Excuses podcast. We're not in the studio, we're in Just Movies in Huddersfield. I'm joined by...
Me, Trevor.
Me, Indi.
And hello, Indi. So, you are the owner of Just Movies.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. So, we were talking in a past podcast about retro. Do you do any retro here?
It's 90% retro. Retro is all me. 80s, absolutely love it. I do as much as I can for the 80s. It's the era for me. Yeah. So I can't get enough of it. I think it's the best in terms of music and best in terms of movies by far. But I mean, yeah, it beats any decade out there.
So, Trevor, and we are 80s.
Sorry, we've got 3 cameras, and I was like, which one am I going to talk into? But yeah, I must admit, Indi, you might as well just take my entire salary off me right now, because everything in the shop, about 90%, I could easily get my debit card.
Wow, that's good to know.
So, Indi, you've just took all my money. Just take my money. What inspired you to set up a shop like this in Huddersfield town?
It was just an overnight idea, actually. I had another idea which was supposed to be basically arcade machines. And these arcade machines range from £3,000 to £20,000. And at the last minute of me pressing the button on go, I asked about the guarantee on those machines, and they were only 3 months. So I had to get another idea. I had to have another idea from somewhere, and it came overnight, this did. And thank God, I just thought, what do I like? What do I like doing? How can I do things now? Because I was in a bit of a pickle. And literally overnight, I thought, I love movies. Why don't I just sell movie memorabilia? And it was just right there in front of me. And I just thought, yeah, just go both feet in. And I just came out with a shop idea, really.
So, Indi, what is the most popular products that you sell?
Thinking about that is probably the large Chucky dolls. You can get a different selection of those, going from Chucky to Beetlejuice to Creepshow, Ghostface. They're about 15-inch, and people absolutely love them. They talk, and they have a bit of interaction, and they're very realistic. And yeah, it took me about 6 months to get used to them, but I love them now. Absolutely love them. I'm going to get a collection for myself as well. So yeah, I think the Chucky dolls, I call them the Chucky dolls, but there's a variety of them. Those are by far the best sellers.
Indi, I'm struggling to think which is my favourite item in this shop, but I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your favourite merchandise that you sell?
If I had to choose, it'll be probably these statues here, in this cabinet behind me. They're limited edition. I started collecting them a long time ago, and they're just absolutely cool. The detail on them are brilliant, and I'm lucky to be with a supplier that supplies me with such quality items like that. So I absolutely love them. Yeah, they're probably my favourite.
So, Indi, is there something, I know you've been collecting for a while, is there something in the shop that you hope isn't going to sell, but you would have to sell? Is there something?
Yeah, there is one item that I'd hate to sell, because I miss it so much, and they're hard to get hold of, is that statue in the corner. It's the same company that makes those statues that I was on about before, but there's only 100 of these in the world, and they're sold out everywhere. If someone gave me the right price for it, I'd probably end up selling it, but I would cry first, a bit of a tear, and it's absolutely my prized possession is that. Yeah.
How much is it going for? How much is it going for?
£8,000. That's a steal, by the way. You won't find one anywhere on for sale. It's such a cool item to have. Really cool. It'll bruise up any house.
Is that your most expensive item?
That probably is. In the whole shop, that's probably my most expensive item I've got. It comes in a great mahogany box, which is sitting right next to it, and it's beyond words how nice it is. Yeah, it's really nice.
Have you got any advice for anyone that's wanting to start collecting items?
when I first started collecting, I started collecting very cheap things. It were just these Simpson figures here. I've got quite a few of them. They weren't really for investment purposes. They were just like a hobby of mine, and I never really knew they were going to go up in value. But they were very cheap, and now they've risen in value like anything, and I absolutely love them. My advice is just to start off, to anyone that's going to start collecting, start off really cheap, know what you're getting into, get to know the market, and don't spend all your money at once. And there's a variety of things out there. They were my favourites, and they were the ones that I first started collecting. But then you can move on to absolutely anything, even videotapes. We've got a lot on the counter here, and they're very cheap to buy off the shelf from second-hand place, car boot sales, charity shops and things like that. Get in there, get your hands dirty, and you can absolutely collect anything, and it'll build on your interest with that. Eventually you'll just, anything will go up in value. Eventually it'll be a retirement for you, hopefully.
What I want to know is how we didn't give into temptation and open the box and play with these things, you know. But I must admit, I used to start collecting Star Wars toys and things like that, and they're worth an absolute fortune now, and I probably swapped them for other things. What about you, Julian?
I think I used to collect more sort of board game type things. There used to be games, there was Crossbows and Catapults was a good 80s game, and you had to buy accessories and more, making more of a battle thing. So that's what I saw collected. I collected games, not more things. It's more films now when you get older, I think, when you're trying to recapture your youth and you want to rewatch a film or a movie or something like that. Having it on the shelf is,
it's the memory part, isn't it?
You can't do that digitally, can you?
No, you can't. I think having something on the side that reminds you of the good old days, it's just absolutely brilliant. It just, like I said, I keep saying it brings back the memories, the good old days. And it's so retro and just cool to have. Just everyone loves it. There's a lot of, it's a talking point in a house when you're sitting there and you have them on the shelf or whatever. It's a good talking point because it gets everyone involved, and you go back to the days. It starts off another conversation. So yeah, it's a fun thing that anyone can get into.